We're just sitting right up here in the cave. These little ghost bats here flying around. They're all just sitting up in here. You can see all the bat poo there. And they just came out, as I came in here, they just come bouncing off the back of my hat. You can see one just up under over here. We'll just go in and have a look. I love the old ghost bats. Hey. Whoa, there they come. Hey, there you go, you mob. Off me back there. There's a pretty scary situation for some people. Hey. Well, little fellas, you alright? We just woke them up having a good sleep. Anyway, ghost bats. Well, this is a really interesting spot. We're up here on the edge of a gorge in a big cave. And just in here was a heap of bats having a sleep. I've just come in here and they've all been slapping off me hat. Pretty interesting little day. That's right, shit. That's pretty cool. Really special spot. All of these little holes up here. We've got those sleeping little bats. Anyway, a bit more exploring to do yet. Pretty amazing, that country there. Such a big cave. The other thing you can see is all the black up under the rock. It's sort of been used by the indigenous people. Many fires over millenniums. Great little spot to camp. Permanent water down the bottom. Anyway, call it the Bat Cave. How's this for a beautiful oasis? Whoa, bit of muddy black soil. So just on the other side of this ranges is the Great Sandy Desert. Okay, the last line of ranges, beautiful water. Perfect little spot. A little bit hard to get the camels in here because it's so stony all around, but there's a few good trees growing in this spot. There's not a lot of feed out here for camels. We've got some burnt patches out there. It's mostly spinifex, but these beautiful wattles around here are what they're looking for. So it's going to make it hard because the feed's in here, but it's also inside the gully. So this part of the trip, we've really got to pick it and pick this one right. But anyway, beautiful water for now. Oh, nice. Another really good indicator, so the obvious one, is these reeds. They love growing around the water holes, okay, even if it's dry. And you see these reeds pretty green, it's a good spot to dig for water. Now these things, I've got a story. Sometimes in the old collars, they used to dry this stuff out and pack it inside the collars they used to use to pull the wagons. So this is another one here. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, the old reeds, water holes. So you can see up there we've got a bit of a nice green tree. This is a bit of whitewood. Whitewood's good for camels. There is a story that's got a slight toxicness of it when it gets in flower. This one here is a beautiful wattle. This is something the camels would enjoy. You can see the real luxurious green that's in there, and there's certainly a lot of moisture. Now what I'm noticing out here, we've got a type of acacia. It's got a really waxy leaf. They're not really interested in it. The other trees we've got are Hackia. Okay, the grevilleas, they have a little bit of a pick of it. But this is a hard spot now. Because like in the Barker book, he was saying, when his camels were down south, they had plenty of mulga and plenty of food. Now what he said in the book there is if your camels hadn't been weaned off mulga, they generally done it a bit tough up here. And when they brought the big loads up towards Marble Bar and all the way out to his station, which is just up here, Barramine, that he started, okay, when the camels were heading south, they were in a rush. Now he got another couple of camels up here in Marble Bar, used to this country, put him in the team with his camels and headed south, and as he quoted, those camels must have been wondering what the big rush was. Okay, so this is a hard part. Our camels have been coming from mulga country in different parts. They're now into a new feeding country. So we're going to slowly have to show them what different trees are available, and usually one won't start until the other one starts eating. So I've had this before where I've sat with a camel, new country, top of the Great Sandy Desert, and I'll be crunching it up and making some chewing noises until he got so tempted he couldn't help himself and had a bite. Eventually he starts to learn to eat. But like I said, new country, and these camels are going to have to learn what to eat. So this is probably the primest tucker out here. From what I know anyway of camels. Now, we get wild camels living out in this country, but the one thing they can do is they can walk, browse, walk, browse, walk, browse. They might do miles and miles and miles in a day. Our problem is when we've got them tethered, we're stuck to one tree, or if we pull up early enough, we can shift them around camp a little bit. So we've got to find the right food. It's what we've been looking for, and you can see this one here. It's got these new green stems coming out and beautiful new green leaves. Those are a really good mouthful for a camel. Now you can see it grows all along the creek here. We've got more wattle here. So more wattle here. Yeah, this is all right. It's pretty sandy, but the problem is we've got a small patch. We've got 5 mouths to feed. So like I said, it's going to be a very tricky section this. And we've got about 170 kilometres until we hit the coast. Rightio, so we're going to be on our game. It's predominantly spinifex out here, and the other big problem is trees are so far apart. So if we're tethering our camels out, they may have to be spread right out, and this is going to be the section where we're probably most likely to meet bull camels. We saw tracks the other day out there just south of Marble Bar, so they're certainly around. But anyway, they'll be pretty protected in here, but maybe not quite enough trees for them. So here's another one that they do learn. My old bull Mookie, he used to love this one on the coast. It's a vine. You can see it all growing here. Grows over the top of the trees, makes for great shade. Okay, and if kids are around, you just got to pull the stem and the whole thing moves like the boogeyman. Okay, kids used to love it. Now you can see in here, these are also got these nice little berries. You find them when they're about that colour. They're in their whitish form, a little bit gooey. It's good tucker and it's very sweet. Rightio. So you can see the vine up here growing. When it starts getting to that orangey sort of colour, here's another one. You've got to wait for them to be white, otherwise they'll be too bitter to eat. But at the moment they're covered in berries. These are another one you find all the way from here right through to the coast. Breakfast. Oh, here's another one of these little creatures out there you've got to watch. Big orb spider. He'll be up there having a chill out. We're still on the hunt for some berries, but we don't want to break that. Been working pretty hard, this spider. Getting a few more here. There you go. We've got a few there. Just get rid of those green ones. We don't really want to be chewing on them. But anyway, that's a good breakfast. I'll hang out with Mr. Orb and have brekkie. Here we are up in Jasper's Gorge. This mountain here on the other side is where Gina Reinhardt cut the whole mountain in half. Okay, get in here for the big mining. We found out this stuff, that's what they call like jaspers, all types of jasper through here. You can see it all up here. They were crushing it up and using it for road base. This stuff's beautiful. Plenty of it. Usually you see them cut. Nice diamond blade. You can see it all in the rocks there. If we cast away up here a bit further. Beautiful rocks. See this, it's like a sedimentary sort of rock, but it's so hard. Different lines and layers and layers and layers. You can see it all in this rock here. It's all just peeling off the mountain here, full of jasper. Pretty cool. Here's another example. All the different layers in this rock. There's all sorts of different colours. Rightio, if you cast an eye over there, you You can really start to see that line in the rock over there. It's what we call Jasper country. Anyway, not far out of Marble Bar. Cool place to visit. Well, there's an interesting spot that I bet most people don't go and investigate. A little bit of a rabbit hole in the ground. Okay, don't recommend to do this to anyone. But we're on an adventure, so we're going to be adventurous. Whoa, that's a wild little spot up in there. A little bit scary. Anyway, just coming out of this cave, you can see this beautiful fig tree down over here. No fruit on it, it's a rock fig. We've seen that before. Show you this one. Grows right out of the hardest places. Those tiny little cracks in the rock. It finds its roots all the way down. Good rainy time, you're going to get fruit out of it. And up here is the native holly bush. It's in flower at the moment. It's also a tree that grows in really hard places. More rock figs up on the hills there. Good place to find bush tucker after the rain. Well, there's that native holly bush. You can see it's all in flowery at the moment. Very sharp to touch, this one. Just knock a bit off there to show you. Some pretty mad flowers on it. Anyway, native holly. Well, this is typical of the old Marble Bar country. See that big rolling spinifex hills there? Very hard country, very stony. Big drop-offs down here. This mountain keeps peeling away, so I won't stay out here too much longer, so I don't end up peeling away with it. But anyway, beautiful spot to visit. You can see it all here, and this is hence the reason they called it Marble Bar, because of this beautiful marble-like rock here called Jasper. So this is a place where everyone must come. Found a bar here, now you can see all the chips and here where all the rocks have been broken. People bringing their Jasper rocks back, cutting them up like that, and trying to find the right kind. Anyway, must be their workbench.
What's your name? What's your name? Mummy, no, we seen some camel tracks yesterday.
Part of the journey anyway, the desert section.
Do you want to eat my hand or what? No.
Is there anywhere
Let us make it.
stay away from them? We don't.
Go like this. Yeah. I don't touch your nose.
Touch your mommy.
Are you not allowed to be in there?
Oh.
You come in there?
No, wait.
Say, nigga, come in here.
Here, look, homie.
Follow me.
I don't let it touch the red thing, but the nose. Hello. She's fast. Because she's pregnant. How many babies? One. Look, Blackie. What does she have done now?
Most likely.
Yeah, right, yeah, there's a river there.
Put the river here.
There's some nice country out here. Yeah, no, we will.
Stop.
The visit to all the kids here come visit the camels. Been doing a special bit of training here on little Miss Black. Hey, look at her. Oh, you're going, all big lips are down, aren't they? All right, we'll see you back in Marble Bar for the camel races. See you, crew.